Outrage as Floyd Councillor toast at a party to a no movement day, and Christopher Tufton restrict gathering at entertainment sector in the hotel. And we have more coming up, people. Like the video, share it to a friend or a family, people. Stay tuned to the end. More taken aback by covering up claims in deaths during oxygen shortage. Chief Medical Doctor Jacqueline Mackenzie says she's taken back by assertion that the Health Ministry has been seen to covering up COVID-19 deaths that occur as a result of oxygen shortage. 3 weeks ago, meanwhile, the Health Minister Christopher Tufton has rebuffed suggestion for independent inquiry that this time into criticism behind the oxygen shortage. So the doctor say, watch you know, them not come up nothing will go on this, and reassure the people them say, watch you know, this is how we really go on, and I'm gonna make you real share as a people. So just listen to them.
Yes, I really feel the need to comment because I'm a little bit taken aback by the consideration that we're trying to hide deaths. You know, Jamaican health system does have a capacity, and from we started to manage the COVID pandemic, we have made it very clear that there was a capacity that if we did not keep the numbers below the capacity of the health system to manage, that we would have dire consequences. Over time, we have increased that capacity. We have increased the number of beds, we have increased the number of staff, we've worked tirelessly to secure personal protective equipment, training of staff, to provide more oxygen supplies. But the fact is that, you know, there is just so much that within our context that we can provide, because there are always limitations that prevent us from going above a certain level. And the fact is, if we go into a fourth surge and we remain with this much of our population unvaccinated, then the threat becomes real again, that we challenge the limitations of our capacity.
We need to allow the internal processes to work. This idea of calling for an inquiry and just jumping over the internal processes, certainly it's hardly ever done in some spaces. I mean, you have a structure, and the structure should be given an opportunity to work. Now, if the structure doesn't work, then I fully appreciate that we need to improve on that, and it may be at that point that you need to have a more independent assessment. But I don't subscribe to the view that we should seek external help so frequently that we end up undermining the structures that we establish. Improve them where we must, but give them a chance to work. And in this instance, as I said, the issues leading up to where we are quite clear and transparent as it relates to oxygen and the availability of it. And so it's not like we're trying to hide something. Those have been made public. We've provided evidence of it in many cases in terms of the supplier not getting the overseas supplies that they wanted to or they ought.
As Christopher Tufton stated, and I quote, "There is no hiding of anything pertaining to oxygen shortage, people. People have more reports and to give some more follow-up on Tufton and restricting gatherings for entertainment in hotels. And Tuesday evening, Health Minister Chris Tufton was asked by the news, when will the government explicitly restrict gathering for the entertainment activities in hotel, suggesting that assumption was being made. Tufton said the hotel space is guarded by protocols. So Christopher Tufton has said, nobody worry about the hotel industry. All the party who are going, them have to go through the protocols as well. The report said, people. So I don't believe that, say, the hotel them have to have them protocols, only 10 people can gather and party and part of the hotel, or it is just blam sham. People more fear for no touch, man. Leave it down in the comment section, man. All of me tell you if you comment, people. Just tell me one thing, man. Nobody sit there and sit near mine. Comment, but people right now we have Christopher Tufton understand, stating a lot of things. Listen what Christopher Tufton have to say.
Minister, Damien Mitchell from the Clean is asking, at what point will the government explicitly restrict gathering for entertainment activities in hotels? At what point will the government explicitly restrict gathering for entertainment activities in hotels?
Well, you're making some assumptions, and you normally do that, Damien. You ask questions based on assumptions that I can't say that I share in its totality anyway. The truth is that the hotel space is guided by protocols, and those protocols are in effect, and those protocols address issues around sanitation, mask wearing, sanitizing, testing. The hotels spend a lot of money on testing to ensure that they control the virus, or at least track or provide appropriate surveillance, firm level surveillance around the virus. They also do the same in terms of the resilient corridor, which you'd have seen some data put out by them, spoken by the Minister of Tourism on. And so if the question is suggesting that they are not doing enough, then I would take some issue with that, in that we know, and it is subject to inspection, and we do inspections, that they do have a protocol that they comply with. And further to that, I know that they are now embarking on a major vaccination program to vaccinate their employees, their families, and hopefully the communities around them. So, that's my response. I think they're trying to do what they can. Always room for improvement, and we will continue to work with them to further improve as the need arises.
Christopher Tufton stated that the protocols are in place for the gathering in the entertainment sector in the hotels. So you don't have to worry about that. They have to wear them masks, they have to do them testing, social distancing, and limited gathering if they keep on local party in the hotel, people. So I hear it from Christopher Tufton. So no need to worry. And the hotels always put out the datas, so they know what's going on with the hotel workers. They have to test and be negative to enter the hotel. First thing first, people. And the hotel continues to sanitize people. We have more reports, people. There is an outrage on social media over a video that's emerged showing Agriculture Minister Floyd Green at an hotel celebrating toasting to COVID-19 No Movement Day. Comment: Jamaica Labour Party Councillor for the Mona Division in Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, Andrew Bellamy, is also seen in the video, which was posted on Twitter at 8:32 p.m. So the video posts and they must skip it. I'm going to show now, people.
Last week. No movement there. Let's post it tomorrow.
So Moscato roll out for the No Movement Day in an unknown hotel. Floyd Green and company there, braffing, having a good time. Many might say, watch out, them now follow the protocols. Them now have no mask, them now social distant. Them did a go on with a vibe. And you now see where them do the protocols. Them need to put on their mask. If them a drink, then go one side, go drink. The government stated that a lot of time. But they're having a good time. They're drinking some top-end liquor. It's probably they're just having a good time to know that it is no movement, so they're at the hotel and chilling, people. But people right now want to hear phone thoughts. Do you think this is right? Do they set in a good example to their, making video emerging for them to drinking so much alcohol, having good time, cheers, and everybody else locks down. So they are at the forefront of the hotel. Even if they're having a drink, why not keep it on the low? No, they want to show everybody that, oh, we, Floyd Green and Company, are we a drink off all like big liquor them. So, who not drink big liquor, go and go get on the big liquor. Because we over here so have big liquor and we enjoy ourselves, not because of lockdown. And we are the government. And we set the trend and we broke it. Is that right? But people more fearful of thoughts right now. And the part issue and what Christopher Tufton is saying about the whole gathering in hotel, entertainment hotel, and also people, the whole situation with the death with the virus people. I want to big up each and every one of the premier people. God bless you all people. People, I love you, man. I love the support when I give people. I just continue to give me the support, people. And continue to be safe, people. Do the necessary things, people, to keep safe in these times. Right now we live in a judgy time, people. Just slip your slide. People, be safe.